Today on Jer and Jeff Eating US, it is day 10. We're learning how to make sauce with El Santo. Holiday Takeover, 12 tips of holidays.
For this, we're gonna need onions, garlic, veg stock that we made in another video, some tomato. We like to use ends and cores. We do dice a lot of tomatoes here, so that's what we have left over, but whole tomatoes work very well as well. And some salt and some oil. This you can use for almost anything. You can season it any way you want when you're done. We've used it on fish, we've used it on beef, we've used it to braise chicken. So you can really use it. It's a good flavor base for whatever you're gonna move forward with. So for this, we're gonna wanna take a pot, add oil to it, bring it up to heat until your oil starts to shimmer. So once your oil is shimmering, we can add our onions and garlic, and we're gonna cook that until we get a little bit translucent, maybe a little bit of color. Once we've gotten the color on our onions, we're gonna add our tomatoes and cook that out until all of the moisture is cooked out. As we're doing this process, we're gonna wanna stir it consistently so nothing stays on the bottom too long. We don't want anything to burn. Once we've cooked all of the moisture out of our onion, tomato, and garlic mixture, we're gonna wanna add our veg stock and bring it up to a simmer. So once you add your veg stock, you'll also squeeze a lemon into it. Everything that you cook should always have salt, acid, and fat. Those are kind of the three base components of any dish. When I squeeze a lemon, you'll see a lot of people use juicers, a lot of people use tongs. I like to squeeze it towards my hand so that I catch any seeds that might come out. It's just easy, you don't need dirty more dishes, and you have it done. At this point, we'll add fat. So we're gonna add olive oil. Now that it's simmered for 10 minutes or so, we're gonna take it and we're gonna blend it. I like to use a hand blender for convenience and also to leave a little bit of texture. You can do it in a stand-up blender, you can do it in a food processor, any way you wanna break all of this veg down into smaller pieces and incorporate everything together. Once we've taken it and we've blended it, we're gonna add it back to the heat, taste it, check for seasoning, and then we're gonna let it simmer a little bit longer. We're gonna let it reduce a bit to thicken it up. At this point is where you can add any other ingredients that you may wish. If you wanna make it for a lamb rack, you can add your rosemary, you can add oregano. If you're making it for fish, now is when you might add some lime zest, a little bit of saffron. The sauce is very versatile. You can use it for any number of things. It's a very good basic sauce. And that's how we make a very good basic sauce.
All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Just a reminder, you still have a few days to donate to El Santo's socks, underwear, or canned food drive. Jer wants me to remind you that it should be unused, and if you want to drop those off, you can take them to either El Santo or the River Market. Come back tomorrow. We're going to talk with Sam about planning a meal.